Hey, what's up? Today we're going to be talking about Unholy Dk at 120 BFA, what I feel is best for PvP talents. I've run a lot of numbers. I've done a lot of stuff with simulation craft. I've done a lot of stuff on the test dummies and everything else to figure out what's going on. And I've also been in regular battlegrounds, rated battlegrounds. I've done a couple of arena skirmishes. This is what I feel is strongest right now. It's going to be easiest to play. It's hitting the hardest. I'll tell you the reasons why. All will serve. It's pulling ahead on raid bots, and it's actually helping you stay in combat and keeping things in combat because you have two minions. One's a ranged guy, and he stays with you all of the time. Clawing Shadows is great if you're playing stuff that's ranging you, like mages, boomies, stuff like that that can blink or get away from you and stuff like that. Clawing Shadows would be something that you'll switch out at that point. Level 57 talent, Ebon Fever. It's a lot better than Unholy Blight or Bursting Swords right now. It's pulling ahead on the DPS charts. Bursting Swords is good for like mages or warlocks if you can, you want to apocalypse them and you get like 100% because you have to bust 4 festering wounds with apocalypse. You don't want to do it with anything else. That way you can get all your minions out and you can utilize Bursting Swords the best that you can. Otherwise, use Ebon Fever. It's just the more simplest thing to do. Level 58 talent, Asphyxiate. This is just your range stun, and having a stun as a utility for Unholy definitely helps. Soul Reaper, it's actually better than Pestilent Pustules right now, or Pustules, whatever the hell it is. Harbinger of Doom, it's not even worth it. Don't even look at it. This might be something that you might want to switch out if you feel like you want to get more runic corruption so that your runes regenerate a little faster, but Soul Reaper is my go-to. I don't switch it out ever. Death Pact, I feel like this is the best unless you're running against mages or warlocks or boomies, stuff that's casting a shit ton of spells on you. Then you're going to want to be using Spell Eater. Pestilence, this one right here, is the best. Defile, it's not even something that you want to be running. Epidemic is good if you feel like you're going to be doing RBGs and you're cleaving down stuff, or if you're running a lot of PvE, but we're not running that right now or talking about that. So if you're running Epidemic, it's because you're running RBGs and everything is grouped up, and then you're replacing your death coil with epidemic then. Level 100 talent, the go-to is Unholy Frenzy, Army of the Damned, and Summon Gargoyle. It's not even worth it. The DPS charts do not lie, especially the numbers that I pull myself. It's ahead by not a margin, a ton. The go-to talent for PvP is Gladiators Medallion. You're going to want to be running this just for the simple fact of if a rogue comes and saps you, or you don't want to auto trinket ever. You want your trinket on your command. Necrotic Aura, I feel like this is the best because anything that's within 12 yards of you is taking 8% increased magical damage. Unholy Mutation, every time that your plagues are dispelled, which you're trying to do all the time, you get 400% normal eruption damage every time it's dispelled. So, boom, I just put it on you, that you expire it, and I don't got to even be close to you. I'll put it on you, and you can dispel, put it on, dispel, and there you go. Necrotic Strike, you're on Unholy DK, you're playing PvP. Yeah, should I say anymore? But Unholy right now, it's I've seen a lot of Frost DKs out there running around, and just the simple fact of like even me playing like my 350 Rogue or playing like my 342 Ret or something like that. And on this guy right now, I am 337, so nothing wonderful. I just have some really good like 375 and 370 pieces and stuff on him. I still have some 300s even, but like when this guy gets more geared and the Azurite talents that I have are able to become unlocked, that's going to make him a lot more stronger. Now, as far as Azurite talents, I've done a lot of research back and forth, and the best thing that you can do right now is dagger in the back. That seems to be something that's opening up a lot. Dagger in the back. Reason's Fury, the giant dinosaur thing that you get a little thing. That's a pretty good one. And then there's another one that's called Thunderous Attack that does this big thunder boom, and it accumulates charges and it crits after it gets to 100%. And that's the best thing that you can get. The other stuff that you can get is Fester Might. Fester Might is the #1 Azurite talent for an Unholy DK. If you can get this on all your gear and stack it up, this is the thing that you want to get, is Fester Might. Bursting Festering Wound grants you 66 strength for 20 seconds, and it stacks. Stacking the effect does not extend the duration. It just stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks up. What's the other good stuff? Stand is one, and the other things, those are all real low. So like Dagger in the back, Fester Might, Risen's Fury, and there's a Thunder thingy. Whatever. If you see a piece of gear that has Thunder on it, take that. Other than that, you want to spec into haste, you want to gem haste, you want to get as much haste as you possibly can. Haste and crit. Crit equals versatility, so every time you crit, you're getting more burst and stuff like that. So mastery is your shadow damage and stuff like that. We're not really playing with clawing shadows too much unless we're playing range. A lot of our damage from Ebon Fever is shadow damage, and a lot of majority of the stuff that we do is shadow. The only thing that we're not having with Clawing Shadows is we're running Scourge Strike, so we're actually doing physical damage and shadow damage. It's kind of a little combination of both, but like I said, this is what I'm running. This is what I feel is best for me. I've done the research in my playstyle, and things, everything, a lot of RNG, PvP changes completely on the fly, so this is all up to you. This is what I feel is best for me. You guys can do the numbers yourself, but check it out.